You're close to the...
Yo, welcome back to episode 6 of the Femme Freqs podcast. We took some time on, but we are
Chill.
gonna chop it up.
We're gonna chop it up.
We
We're
took
gonna
a
relax.
Monday. Yeah, we took a Monday off.
We did.
Because all of us is mothers. And,
True.
and we deserved it.
Yes. So happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So what did you ladies get up to? Do nothing? Do something?
I didn't do anything, but I did get 2 deliveries,
Nice.
which was nice.
Deliveries.
I got a perfume, which was really sweet. And then I got delivery from my favorite restaurant. Like my friend brought it to me, like my favorite things from the restaurant. So I was thankful. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
What about you?
I had a
girl?
good one.
Yeah.
I was able to not be with the children.
That's what it is.
So I got some flowers, I got food cooked for me. I was able to go out for the day and hang out with some other moms. So we kind of just got an Airbnb, chilled. Had a great time. I think there was a stripper.
Not she.
Where's my invite?
Hold on, wait.
I think there was a stripper.
Was it
Yeah, because I can't, allegedly, there was a stripper. So it was a good time. It was very relaxing, you know, it was cool.
I love that. Look, for me, my kids bombarded my crib, but I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so nice. Like they bought me presents. I gave them presents.
You gave them presents? I love it.
Yes, of course,
Because if
yeah.
it wasn't for them, you wouldn't
I
be.
mean, they're mothers too.
Oh my, yes.
Oh,
I
y'all forgot. That's crazy.
Are you a nanny or a
I'm
nana?
Lula. I'm Lula.
Lula.
Lula means grandma in Filipino.
I like
so
that.
Lula. But my granddaughter, she watches the show and she goes, "That my Lula." Hi, yeah.
So it's, what is it? How you say it again?
Lula.
Lula.
Lula. Yeah.
I like
so,
it.
Got to chill with the kids and got lobster and crab because I worked my butt off the day before.
Okay.
Did a fashion show for my cousin, the one that we had.
Sis, we see you.
Yes, exactly. She did her first fashion show, a pre-Mother's Day event, and it was dope. I hosted it as Polka from Femme Freqs, so I got more subscribers and for our channel. So thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, and yeah, it was dope.
That's
dope.
good.
I enjoyed it.
That's nice.
What about you, girl?
Girl, I woke up, I went to church.
That's our ministry.
And then after church, I went to go see my abuelita, and my mommy was there too. So just hung out with them for a little bit, and then I went home. I put on my pajamas.
Yes.
My daughter is home from college. Yes,
Okay.
she is, and she made her mama a denta. Okay.
Yes.
And then after that, we just relaxed because you know. The man had to work, so it was okay. And then
What
when he
kind
got
of
up-
work?
He had to work. He
Oh,
was working on that
I
Mother's
thought he
Day,
was
so-
working on you. I'm
He
sorry.
missed church and
She
everything.
said, I thought he was working on you.
She said, you know, he had to
Listen now.
work. So
And
I didn't know
then-
what she was talking about.
And then when he got off of work, you know, we went and hung out with his mom.
Nice.
And then after that, we went and just had dessert. We went and got some ice cream.
Yo,
And then we
cute.
came home and had some grown-up time.
Working on. I love it. That's nice.
Always a good time.
Always a good time. Well, for everyone who doesn't know, this is episode 6, and this is the last episode of this first season. And we couldn't be more appreciative. So we are just gonna talk, chill, reflect. Shout out a lot of people that made this happen, and just go back and see how everything went in our first season, because I think we nailed it, ladies.
I think
we
we did.
nailed
I
it.
think
I think you did well.
I do.
We had a
And I think we got a lot more to come. I think it's just,
Oh,
I
yes.
think it's going to be nice.
I mean, 115,
16.
16.
subscribers.
115.
115
Okay.
subscribers, so tonight y'all can make it some more, you know what I'm saying? Viewership.
Keep
Keep it going.
We
Keep
need
the
more.
frequency.
Yes,
Keep
follow
the
the
frequency
frequency,
coming.
because the
Follow,
energy
follow.
is crazy. So D, you want to shout out like and talk about anything or
Oh,
reflect on the
definitely.
season?
I feel like this season was crazy. I think we started off a little nervous,
Right.
and now we're here, and it's like it's kind of like you're home now.
Yes.
Right. We want to shout out the space. We're thankful for the opportunity to be here at Spark FM.
Yes.
The family here has been phenomenal. Really, welcoming us in
Miss
here.
Hot Sauce.
Yes,
Thank you for
thank
that.
you, hot sauce.
We see you, sis.
We see
We
you,
see
sis.
girl.
We see you,
Next season we'll have a proper.
Yeah.
Since we see you.
Yes.
For sure. But I think overall, I think we did phenomenally, and I think that one of the things I loved the most was that the feedback from people that I've had a podcast before, but this level of feedback and engagement, and even not everything's always positive, but just to know that like being thankful to say, hey, we love the feedback, right?
Yes.
I want to know what things we could do better, what things
Yes.
that you loved, right? What things do we want to bring back next season?
Right. What are some of the things that you got, like, as far as feedback? Was they, like, they want guests or, because everybody keeps saying to me, guests.
Like, y'all need
Like,
to
yeah, you guys should bring guests.
y'all need some controversy. That's what I got.
Yeah, they want the
Controversy. Don't I be coming crazy sometimes?
I don't know, but that last episode, I got so much feedback. They was like, yo, she said so much without saying shit.
Who, me?
Yes.
On my face. All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
It was good that I stayed quiet, though, a little bit. I stayed a little quiet.
Yeah, we had some juice.
You were quiet. You were very
I was
quiet.
very
Listen.
quiet last episode. Listen, hey, sometimes you just gotta.
I
Be
think
quiet.
I think he was speaking when I was speaking, though. I said I think you was speaking when I was speaking. Like, I think people got the gist of how you was feeling.
My face was speaking.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's all right.
Sometimes you don't want to get too vulnerable or put out too much personal, but we
Right.
shared a lot.
But
this
it is what it
season.
is, right?
We shared a lot,
Sure.
T, what about yourself? D.
We're over here like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm a little distracted. But
Yes, me
no,
too.
I think
Kids,
for
I
me,
tell you.
some of the feedback I got was more personal, like more like smiling, look at the camera.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end of the day, I think some of the feedback we get is because people care. They care about us, and they want for us, our best personalities to show forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that everything was good. I got, like we said off pod, I think we had our own conversation. I got feedback on all the girls. Everything that they said about everybody else was good. Right. They were like, I love this. But again, like, it's cool though. I think, wanting more topics, wanting to hearing male perspective.
Yeah.
Which to me, I'm like,
Go to the Sparring Minds.
that part.
You want to
You want men's perspective, go to the Sparring
What you
Minds.
think?
You know what I'm saying? How's what y'all think? Like, look,
We gonna give it to y'all. We gonna.
We can communicate.
We love
you know,
constructive
but-
criticism,
for
so that was
sure.
cool. That was good.
But this is an all-female podcast.
Let 'em
So
know.
A lot of the time, yes, it's an all-female podcast where we're sharing our opinions, our experiences, and of course we have the male version of us in mind. It's not a male bashing
Nah, we ain't never
podcast
doing
at
that.
all.
Nope.
At all.
Unless we need to.
we know great men.
Unless we need to.
We're amongst great men. We
Absolutely.
know a whole bunch of great men. So that was just the topic,
Yeah, and you got to,
That was the
there's
topic.
a little
Nothing
everything.
personal. I mean, if you took it personally, then maybe we was talking about you. I'm just saying.
That glass is too low for me to
Yo,
reach it right now.
listen, my toes is holding me up.
You the best. You the best. I'm a sip.
Help me.
You gonna sip on that one? If you took
Thank
it
you,
personal,
Dee.
maybe it was about you.
Maybe it was about you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Cheers.
Cheers to it. But what about you, T? Did anybody
Help me. Help me.
Did anybody say, what is the feedback that you got from people?
Yeah, so I got some great feedback,
Yeah.
especially amongst myself. Speak up, speak up, speak
Yeah.
up, So it was some great feedback, and I think we take it all in. We took it all in, and we know what we got to do. And it's going to be a great season next season. It was a great season this season.
Yes.
And I know we was nervous at the beginning. I know I was.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I
had to
haven't
pee
been
every
back on the
second.
scene in a long time. Like, ooh, God, it's been a long time. Yep. I remember saying, when Sage gets a little older, because I was pregnant the last time I was on with Big City.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back when she gets 5, and then boom, she turns 7, and then I had a baby again, and then I'm back.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right. She back.
I'm
She
back,
back.
you know, so-
She back like she never left.
Like I never left. Like no, sir. Like
We
I
know the
never
line.
left. Y'all know the line, but yeah. So I took and I got some criticism that I'm gonna work on.
Yeah, but you got a lot of positive.
I did.
feedback.
I
know
did.
you
I did. I did. I did. I did.
Because this
Of
was
course.
different for you. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like you were thrown into something
Yes.
totally new.
So I'm always the co-host with other males.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how that goes.
Yes, exactly. The vibe, the
Yep.
energy
Yep.
is
It's different,
So.
and just being amongst more than one or two people. So it was different, and I love it. Yeah. And the way we even came together was great. Great chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Yeah. So for myself, I just felt like, how dope is it with all my girls? Like, these ladies have became my sisters now. Like, we look out for each other in all different type of ways, It's crazy how the alignment, I wish you had your glass because I would cheers to
I'm
you.
gonna get my glass because that deserves a
The
cheers.
alignment
Yeah.
is
Don't
crazy.
crazy. Don't
It's,
want
it's
to.
purposeful. I want to say definitely the alignment with all 4 of us is purposeful, which makes it for an even better show because the topics are so open-ended. We could keep talking. Like, this isn't something that's scripted. Yeah, I read questions on topics that we have and we touch bases on it, but if we could just sit here and vibe out, y'all get all the tea. Y'all would get all the tea. And next
Crying,
season,
laughing, and some more.
and next season I'm looking forward to us being more open.
Yes.
Because I think all of us held back.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
I know I definitely
I
did.
did.
Because I was like, ooh, girl, you're going to tell too much. You
I
better
did.
shut your mouth.
I think we're gonna. I think next season we might engage with the the crowd. We might be able to.
Yes.
People need to stop being scared and say something.
Yeah, I know,
I mean-
but we gonna get them right. Especially if we're behind the scenes handling the computer. They'll talk if they know that we're
Yeah, we got some
I
things
wanna-
in the works. We got some things
We
in
ain't
the
gonna
works.
wait until next week to respond.
She's a computer geek. She want to be typing. She want to be typing and responding. But I think that's dope.
I think so too. I
What
think
about
that'll
you,
be fun.
T? Yeah.
I feel like this was great. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I'm just being myself, kooky, crazy, sweet, sassy, silver fox.
Yes.
I'm just doing me. I'm just doing what I normally do. I'm a jokester. I love to laugh. I like to crack jokes. I don't know if I'm a jokester, but I'm
Like
funny.
to have fun.
Yes.
My facial expressions alone will just make you laugh.
I told you my wax lady loved you. Yeah. She was like, obviously, like we're friends now. But she was like, I love the silver fox. I was like, word.
Like, word.
Yes,
She's it.
We've been having a good time.
Fogging up.
I can't wait for next season. We're gonna come with some more great topics to talk about. We just need y'all to engage a little more, a lot more. Just engage, because we want to hear from y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
What topics y'all want?
And what y'all want to
about?
hear? Yeah, what y'all want us to talk about? What y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, there's funny things like
Where's the tea? Yeah, I'm gonna have the
light
tea too. I think
conversations too.
yeah,
Like
we're
we
gonna
can
have
talk
tea.
about. There's a lot of things that I think we haven't even touched on yet, right? It's like we're in our the primes of our lives, right? And the things. How do we get there? Like hair care, things. All the things that you're like. Boston's a big city, but a small city, right? All those things you'll get next season. Where we get our nails done, where we get our hair done. Even light things. Like it's not always gonna be like a deep episode. Like we like to have, like you said, we like to have fun too.
Right.
We're regular too.
This season, we wanted you to just get to know who we were individually.
Yeah, definitely.
And we want to spark conversations that, you sometimes don't get the full female perspective of. And get different perspectives from different women that come from different backgrounds.
places, yeah.
Definitely.
Different cases, different instances. So, it's dope that next season we get to really like bug out, shine.
Yep.
Have these topics that really engage people and bring them to another place where it's like, yo, them girls are dropping jewels. Because a lot of people be like, Lola. She is so inspired by our
I
show.
love her.
Really?
Like,
Yes, happy birthday, Lola. That's my cousin.
We love
But,
you. Thank you.
Yeah, so like she commented on one of our shows, and she was so excited. She's like, I love watching you guys. You know, to see that we're an inspiration to people, regardless if you're even connected to them or
Right.
not. I mean, I got connected back to her because of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I've
dope.
seen her since I was 18 years old. You know what I
nice.
mean? And now it's like she's an avid fan. Like anything that we drop, you know, she's probably watching right now, trying to, you know,
Shout out to Lola.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you,
You know,
Lola.
getting jewels and,
Yeah.
you know, I love that because it's
Yeah.
like, when do you ever think of yourself as inspiring?
That's
Motivating.
That's,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a big
'Cause
one.
we can describe ourselves, and we always have these characteristics we bring in, like, I'm a mom, your career, this. But do you ever say, like, I'm amazing, I'm inspiring, I'm motivating? You may
I'm
say
dope
them
in
to
real
yourself.
life.
I'm dope in real
I'm dope in
life.
real life. Right.
You know, I mean, those are things that we may say to ourselves, but
Right.
it's not what we say to the world, because it's like we want people to perceive us
in a
as
way.
humble.
Yes, yes.
You don't want to seem braggadocious, but like we're all dope, and
Right.
we all have something to give. And I think the more that people hear us talk, they hear our views. Like, we're gonna be something special. We already something
We are
special.
something special.
You know, that
Special.
thing-
I like how you said that.
Special. But you know what we never got into, y'all? The title. I like the name of our podcast.
Ooh, let's get into
We
it.
never
Let's get
ever.
into
That
it.
just slipped. Like that just slipped my mind
We
during this season.
briefly we tagged on it.
Yes.
real quick,
Yeah.
the
Let's
first
get
episode.
into it. Femme Freqs.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Wait,
exactly.
what was the first one? I can't.
Oh, I can't even remember.
It was supposed to be feminine frequencies.
It was feminine frequency.
Yes.
but that was already taken. And then
So we had to freak it.
We had to
we
freak
had to
it.
freak it.
And we did. And we
had to
did
freak
just that. And we
So
we
it
broke
ain't
it
nasty.
down. It ain't nasty. We knew that was going to get y'all to watch.
But my shirt keeps like zipping down, trying to show y'all all my goods. Like, stop playing.
She all made me look down.
I'm just saying, because they keep going down. Like, this is for real. Yo, dang. Every time I look down, I'm like, it just went down again. Like, what is happening?
Femme Freqs.
Femme freaks. Yes. Again.
Not for y'all anyway. Not for y'all.
But freaks was just a play on words.
It was.
You know, with
Yeah.
with the QS was just for frequency,
Yes.
and a lot of people, they wanted to tune in and listen just because they're like, hold on,
What?
wait,
Femme
what is all
freaks?
this?
What
pink?
y'all got- what
Femme
y'all about to be
freaks?
doing?
What y'all talking about? Y'all are all like
Women. What's
what
going
y'all
on?
doing, you know? So when they seen, and I love the hashtag, the follow the frequency. Like Hightower, he smashed that.
He did.
because
He did.
He smashed that with that one. Shout out to Hightower.
Shout out to Hightower.
Shout out
Yes,
to Hightower,
yes.
because this definitely couldn't have happened without.
Shout out to
yes,
Hightower.
come on. We
Yeah,
got,
do that.
yes.
Thank you, babe.
Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you, big brother.
You know, made this all female podcast come to life. And, you
Yes,
know,
your vision.
yes. And every week, Harvey and Ezra, they pull
Yes.
up and they make us look
to y'all.
so nice.
Right.
Cheers to y'all.
You can hear us. You can see
Yes,
us.
Yes,
under these
yes.
hot ass lights. I'm a little sweaty, my glasses fogging up, but you know. We can't have the AC on.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for
Somebody
y'all,
gonna donate a fan, a silent fan, to sit in back of us, so we ain't getting roasted.
Like Beyonce.
Oh, yes, like Beyonce. Like
so then our hair gonna be flying all over the place.
okay,
Like,
we can go.
so eating here.
Yes.
But shout outs to y'all.
Really
You wouldn't-
appreciate it.
yes.
Just like, can we just talk about what's going on in the media right now?
Yes, we can.
There's so much stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff.
What's going
sure.
on?
Drop it.
Drop it. What's going
Speak
on?
on it.
Sweet
sister.
Tea won't teach us.
No, I'm gonna have a segment next season.
For me, like this whole Diddy trial, like
Did he do it?
I'm so disgusted. I'm more disgusted at the women that are just like, she wanted to stay. She liked it. Or even men saying it, because it's like, you don't know about a DV situation, a toxic situation, until you've actually been in it, and how it's not so easy to get out. It's really not. And for people to speak on that situation, seeing everything or hearing the stuff that girl went through, and still don't have no empathy for her, is just crazy. Like, what if it was your mother? What if it was your sister going through that? Would you still feel the same way?
Listen, a lot of people like they don't understand the abuse behind it, the mental, beyond the physical, the
Mental's
financial.
worse.
The mental is the worst part of it because she was trapped.
Right.
Like to me, anyway. This is my opinion.
Yes.
You know, opinions are like assholes.
yeah.
Everybody got one, but this is just my opinion. I just feel like when I seen that video of her in the hotel with him, I mean, it shaked my soul because if I seen somebody ragdolling one of my daughters like that, it would be a problem, you know? And so that was just a piece of what was caught in time. Let's not talk about how this girl was cowering underneath the blanket and he's recording her saying all the business he's saying to her, you know, and she's feeling demeaned, she's hiding. Those situations are so scary, and people who've never experienced that, they probably can't relate to it.
Right.
But have some empathy and some compassion for someone that's dealing with that. Just because they're famous, dealing with someone
Don't mean that
famous,
they don't go through
don't
things.
mean nothing. You know?
It was scary to watch, I think. And I think that even as a human, like a humankind, just looking at someone in the situations that we've watched across over the years, it's like you have to understand that's their experience. So even if you don't agree, you have to empathize with the fact that they're upset and that they're going through something. And at that point, you have to just sit back and really look at yourself because
I don't know how people can sit there and just comment and do all that. Like I wasn't there. I'm not even in that industry or society. So I watch, I will listen, I will do all that. You know what I mean? But to engage and to even type my opinion is a bit much.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so just to hear the
Keep your
comments and to
comments to
read them
yourself.
is
Like, if
sickening
you're
and
not gonna
sad.
uplift her or be supportive, just keep your comments to yourself. Whether they're good, bad, just stop.
yeah, I
That's not going to happen.
But people are vicious.
Yeah,
and
they
the
are.
internet is vicious.
It
you know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
So
I can
the
only
abusers.
imagine with his children.
You know my favorite
Especially
thing
his
to do
daughters.
my favorite thing to do is when I'm on the internet and I'm looking around and I'm searching.
Yep.
And I look and I see who's talking. I always click on them.
Yeah, just to see.
And if they're not popping and they have nothing going for them, I don't comment.
And
Right.
they're
Looking
never-
for
Like I
attention.
have a homeboy. He's very much on socials and he's always talking and always has these like controversial things. And then the people who comment on them, I started just looking. I see what you say and then I look at you. And that tells you if I don't comment, it's nothing to me.
Yeah.
And they have no value, and they have, and I can see what you do in real life, and you're lame in real life. So
Lame in
I wouldn't-
real life.
and I wouldn't talk to you in real life anyway.
Right. You wouldn't even get no attention.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're engaging, it's because they want somebody to engage with.
Right.
They're lonely.
They're lonely.
I'm not.
Right. They're trollers though.
They
you know
are.
what I mean?
They are.
People
Weird.
People exactly. Weird. People want that energy.
They do.
They sit around and wait for it. I know people like that. Like, I'm not doing that.
Not at
But
all.
it doesn't change as you sit back and watch though, it allows you to change relationships. Like I feel like people have shifted in their box in my life based on the way that you react because I feel like sometimes it's a blessing to know how you really think.
Right.
Right.
I want to know, oh really?
How a man
And it's-
thinketh.
And you know what? And because I believe in there's an opportunity for people to make mistakes. There's opportunity for redemption. And then there's people that are going to get cut off because they're not willing to make changes, right? So there are other artists that we know, like we have the Chris Browns who have made these mistakes, right? But there's a redemption. So like you acknowledge the mistakes that you made, and there's a redemption story. But when there's no accountability,
None.
then I can't even like there's no way for me to move forward with you, regardless whether you're in the industry or in real life.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. So like some people will say, oh, how can you be okay with this and not this? Because I think there's opportunity for redemption, and I think if you've shown it,
Then
I'm okay with giving you a chance.
Speaking of, I know they are.
They
we
are.
pulled up to. we
the
we
boys
pulled
are-
up to 12.
Outside, like, what is
12 was 12 in the day on that.
Yeah.
But speaking of Chris Brown,
Oh, I know.
like
Why
this
you
is
can't
crazy.
just live?
What is he even locked up for? Do you know?
I don't.
I mean, yes, he's caught on allegedly.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, I'm not an attorney.
Allegedly.
Don't
Yeah.
come to me for nothing. But allegedly, he was caught on CCTV smashing a bottle over a producer's head and then kicking
That
him.
was old though, right?
But you did it.
Oh.
and then you left the country. So then as soon as he came back
had a
into the
warrant.
country, that's when they took him in. And it's on CCTV. And again, I'm not saying, we know a lot of people who fight. Things happen in arguments and fights, but you left. And so now there's due process, right? I hope he gets out. They didn't grant him bail. He's in jail until June. But I hope that the more of the story comes out and stuff. And then he kicked him in the knee, and the man's knee gave out. I don't know. I wasn't in London. I've never been there.
I thought they were saying it was because of Diddy.
No.
What? And that's the thing. People say anything. I
If
just
you
read
ain't
the
part of the team, they taking you out.
I just read the comments because you
Like,
don't
this
never
too
know.
much.
But Chris
too
Brown
much
was about to
going on.
have. I mean, when does his show
It
start?
doesn't start till June.
Oh, okay.
I think the 13th or the 12th or something. I think
But then
he
his
goes.
court date is June 13th.
Yeah.
Say
I don't
you're
That's what I
sorry,
thought.
pay the fine.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't just go walking around beating people up and slamming people over the head with things. Come on.
She said
When
pay
you
the
know who
fine.
you
They
are,
should have
like,
paid somebody to
you
do
got
that.
people to do that, right?
Allegedly.
Like, be
Did
the
he
bigger person
do
and walk
it?
away.
Did he do it? That's my thing.
Did it. Oh, nasty bastard.
Listen, did he
First
do
off, okay,
it?
let's talk about that. There's a lot. Okay, since you talked about him nasty, all right, him nasty,
bastard.
and there's a lot of nasties. Okay, like
I don't kink shame though.
I
Like
don't
some of the
either.
things that they did,
But
that's on them. Like
that's
I
what
think
I'm
you
saying.
love that. You
Right.
wanted all that. Cool.
that's
Not
what
by
I'm
force.
saying. Like if you wanted 1,000 bottles of baby oil and swimming pools blow up in your hotel room, you want to direct in the wig. Who cares? But let's talk about the people that are on the Caucasus, if that's even a funny thing to say, But the Epsteins and all of those people that, come on, they was hurting kids.
Yeah, I
You
think
know what I
that's
mean?
different.
It is different, but they haven't received the same
They
amount
saying
of
that he
Epstein
was
is-
touching little kids too.
Allegedly.
the Nickelodeon.
Allegedly.
It's always
Allegedly.
allegedly, but come
Justin
on.
Bieber is not alleged.
Allegedly.
That poor baby, he's
Alleged.
gone
He
through
looks so
it.
scared.
Allegedly.
He's gone
it.
through
Lord.
it.
He be
done
trying to
gave
pray
his
on
life to God. He
stage.
be crying.
You'll see me trying to make
done
it to
with
season
y'all.
2,
Child,
bro.
Usher said,
Hell no, I'm not sending my
children
kids
cannot go
to that.
Diddy's house.
But he gave, hold on, wait. He gave Justin to Diddy.
Allegedly.
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 Because
Right.
allegedly.
I wasn't there.
Because he was groomed. So he's like, well, shoot, let me get him off my booty and send him to the next booty.
Allegedly.
Yo, D's allegedly is
Listen,
the
I love
best.
Justin Bieber.
They could have
love
set
Usher.
Usher up for a job though. He probably had to do something. Like that's another thing.
to
It's
get
a-
free, to break free.
Who knows?
You never know.
You never
Diddy
know.
had him sweating on Martha Stewart and Snoop. You ain't see that?
Oh, I did,
Did you see
girl.
that? He's sweating so
I
bad, like
did.
profusely. He's
Now
like,
that- yup.
oh, I ain't seen you in a while. And it was like,
But you know what though? The one thing we can say that's not alleged is I watched
Hold up, y'all seen Fabulous?
the Fab interview.
oh,
Yeah.
wait, what? Fab was done.
Yeah.
Fab was like, yo, and then Jada looked
why you
like,
why you want to party with me?
Who?
Jada was like, go ahead and
Wait,
kick
who
that
said
to
they
me.
wanted to
So
party?
Diddy
said-
said, why you don't ever, why you
Why you don't want to party
come to
with
my
me?
parties or
His
something like that?
response was so
No, what
why you
Terrence
didn't
Howard said? I told Diddy get.
Yo, Terrence was like, he kept looking at me the
Terrence
whole
Howard kept it
time.
all the way real. And Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you
Yeah.
don't go to no Diddy party.
Yo,
Diddly the diddler. You don't do that.
But listen,
50 said Puff was trying to take him shopping. Like,
I'm a grown ass man.
I know a couple grown men that
He
will
said
go
he just
shopping,
kept,
but
was it
I
him?
feel like
He just
like
kept
it, I
inviting
like
him
it.
to the house just so he could look at him. That was Terrence
yeah,
Howard, right?
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, he
child.
said he wanted to. He was like he wanted to learn how to act, and he showed up a couple of
I
times,
hope-
and
I
he was just
hope-
watching him. He's like, oh, light skin, oh, green eyes.
Listen, I know he's under very much protection in prison, but I hope he gets everything he gave out. But he might like it though.
But it was good stuff.
What was good stuff?
He liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what though? I feel like
Not the audios that I sent heard.
I believe wholly in due process, right? Because there's two different courts, right?
cried
It's the
about
court of public opinion,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it's the court of law.
That's right.
And I
That's
feel like we can talk all the alleged, and that's fine, and I love the jokes, but I do think we have to remember that there's due process.
There is,
And
right.
and we want to make sure that there are guilty people who deserve that, and then there's people that we know that are going through due process and judged that didn't do anything, that are not guilty. So it's like, I love the jokes, but I feel like this one it wasn't as, like, I had a hard time finding the light in it.
Yeah,
I know
there's
as
no
black
light in
people,
that,
we
right.
always try to find the light in it, and I didn't.
Right.
There was no light for me. It was like, all right, you feel how you feel, and I'm moving you accordingly in my real life. But I mean, the Chris Brown thing did make me laugh, but the Diddy thing, I just can't get with it.
The Diddy's a lot. It's a
It's
lot.
just too
It's a
much.
lot.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
we
It
need to
is.
mute him.
Yeah.
Who Diddy?
But I think
He's
too,
got so many
do you think
collabs
you
that
can
are good.
do you think you can separate the artist from the music?
I can just
I
skip
can.
past his part.
I can, because I'm.
No, I can.
I
I
can.
can. You know why I can? Because I'm an avid lover of music.
Me too.
And not only
I
that,
am too.
not only that though, think about the Elvis Presleys. He was married to a 14-year-old.
There was quite a
This is
few.
like generational.
There was quite a few that were married
Like,
to
right, this
underage,
is what
yes.
I'm saying. But his music never received the backlash like of R. Kelly.
True.
You know, nobody's
Of course.
banning him.
'Cause he's
There's
queer.
people. Hey.
And the only reason why I
But
say I can.
that's why our people, like, how do we differentiate between what they did in that part of their life from their artistry?
How can you do it though, T?
Because when the music comes on, I be dancing and I be singing. So that's why I say that. That's the only reason why I say that. Because I be. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be real to myself if I'd be like, oh my God, because when it comes, step in it, all that stuff, all that stuff.
But back then there was no the access was different.
The
right?
access was
So
different,
the-
but
so
we know now.
That's true.
That's true.
We know
But
now.
That's true. But our generation, I think, is so far removed. We're not living it in the same way. Like I don't know Elvis.
Right.
You know, I still watch the movies and all that kind of
A
stuff.
lot of those older guys, they always go for younger girls, which is just, I mean,
But this
it
is
what it
nothing new.
And these younger girls go for older guys because it's like what them pockets looking like. It just is.
You
what
think
it
that
is.
how it
I
was
think-
back in the day,
I think,
too?
I think,
I think so.
Star Minds
I
had
think
a
so.
conversation about what was it? Some girl like.
Yeah, so there was a
She
woman.
asked the guy for the to give her $150,000 or something for
business.
like some.
So a woman
she was
in-
trying to get her hair salon or something going on.
A woman in Houston was
Dating some
dating
guy,
a man,
right?
an older a gentleman, and he owned a construction company, and he she asked she wanted support in her business. She didn't end up getting the business, but she got the money, and she used the money to promote her social media. Then she ended up making more money than him, and then he sued her because he wanted his money back. So we do know that exists, right? But but it doesn't make it okay.
No.
Like
No.
personally, I'm not taking money. I'm not lying.
Right.
But there's plenty of women who will.
Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely.
With
And
no
then
problem.
She found her a
She had
daddy.
she had a sponsor.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsors have been real forever. Okay,
Yeah.
as old as what's between the woman's legs.
Right.
Understand that. And what's going on with older men and younger women is not nothing new.
Right.
Okay, like I couldn't walk down Blue Hill Ave at 15 because it was grown ass men pulling over beeping. And it was weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what
Weird.
I mean? Weird.
They still do it
like
now.
super grown, you know?
Yeah.
And you're looking at a 14-year-old, 15-year-old. And so it's nothing new when you hear it. It's just how we train up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How we train up the young girls. But a lot of them would do anything
Yep.
for a little dollar.
I think I was only mad about that situation because my thing is, don't be mad when I break. Like you gave the money, it was cool,
Right.
till we broke up.
Yep.
Now you want your money back. No.
But wasn't it like he was led to believe that they were in a relationship. He was led
Yeah,
to
but you
believe
can't
that
break up.
that I thought they had like a verbal contract or something. But yeah, he's stupid because
but not
there's no way.
admissible in
But
court.
I'm sorry, if
Break up.
I was a dude, ain't no way I'm giving you that type of money for a quote unquote business, and there ain't no legal paperwork coming with that. I'm sorry, you definitely played yourself, bro.
He wanted
Her
other
boobies
things.
were probably on the table when it
Yeah.
was time to
Yeah.
sign the contract.
Right.
Well, he was listening to Nas
Come
like
on, daddy.
he was listening to Nas
He
saying
didn't
when
want
you got
none of that
black
bread
women
back.
business,
He thought he
invest
had
in
the
it.
baddest chick in the game,
Yeah.
and she played you hard.
He didn't want the bread. He didn't want half the bread. He wanted some of that, and she wasn't giving it up.
Hold on,
He
so she
wanted
did
the
it
cake,
for one
not the
bread.
bread.
He didn't want the
definitely
bread.
had
He wanted
it.
the cake. He
on.
had it. He
Had
wasn't
it.
getting it no more.
He wasn't getting it no
He
more,
wasn't
for
getting.
sure.
He
She was
paid.
that
He
much.
paid
That
for
what she
that.
wanted.
He paid a lot to get a lot, and she didn't give enough.
He was mad. I thought he was gonna get
He was
something
like,
different.
"Listen,
So she
She had
didn't
that
even.
brother on his
give me that
knees.
money back."
All of the point.
No, that's where he wanted to be. He gave 150 G's.
But I feel like, but we keep talking about that though in reverse though, and like again, I always this is always my argument in reverse is that it's not the same when it's women.
Talk
And when
about it,
when
clock it.
But when it's women, it's like, oh, we don't want to talk about, we don't want to acknowledge the weird things. And it doesn't matter. I don't need sons to know that it's not okay when I see an older woman. And you know, we didn't mention the fact Tracy Ellis Ross mentioned that she dates younger because they're more open-minded. There's plenty of grown men I know that are open-minded. Like, stop it.
But there's a lot of women that are older that just have always, even in their like, so, you know, say in their 30s, they're dating like 20-something-year-olds. There's just been women that's their cup of tea. They attract that. They do. They do. Like,
I mean,
you know, they're adults, they're consenting, and there's younger dudes that be on that because they want an older woman that's like, they ain't gotta worry about her. They ain't gotta go through the childish.
Them teachers and stuff.
Okay, we ain't talking about the teachers.
With
We're
them
just talking about
students,
somebody's
with them
auntie.
students
You know what
and
I'm saying?
stuff.
Because the teacher's different.
Just nasty.
The teacher's different.
Just nasty.
We ain't in Lifetime movies.
I think it's different.
Lifetime movies.
It's different when you're in a position of authority.
Yeah.
And again, it's like that control thing. But I still think even if you're not, I think it's, you know, we have the Dreas and we have the Bernice Burgoses and we have all of those, you know, people that some of us know who they are, and they're older women who now, you know, are having babies or having relationships. She's 40-something years old.
She's looking for a bag to continue the bag. She's looking to continue
But they got bread,
her lifestyle.
They got bread.
But she got
but
her lifestyle from doing what she does.
I don't even know who that is.
The same age as your son, isn't he?
From Basketball Wives.
Oh,
She
her?
got her lifestyle from being that girl.
Yes.
But I think too, like she has men's swim, she's doing other things. I think
Yeah,
that
but
it's not
she
the
built
money.
on
I
it.
think it's the.
Yeah, I don't think it's the money.
I think it's the obsession with celebrity. Because you don't need, like, at least for me, because you don't need the money. You're good. You're obsessed with celebrity because you can find any dude in the hood that like is young or a man who's on Wall Street or a man who's in finance who had the same money. You went for an NBA player in his rookie year who's 21 years old. You want
She
the
still
life.
want to be an old ass
That
basketball
could be
wife.
it too. That could be
Yeah,
it too.
like I think it's more about.
But if you're rich and you got
celebrity.
money, are you gonna go for someone who's not?
What if they still have the money?
So she,
What if they don't have the money?
They do.
No, I have money, so I'm going for someone that got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't
That's
have
what
to be a
she's saying.
celebrity.
But why can't it be
Whatever
a
they got,
grown
they just
man
gotta
with
have the money. Yeah.
Why it gotta be a baby with money? Why can't it be a grown man
That's
with
true.
money?
That's
Let that
true.
man, let
I
that
agree.
little boy
I just don't think she's
have his
chasing-
money and invest and actually build a life without you
I just
coming
don't
to try
think-
to lock him down with
Yeah.
your coochie and had a baby. Like,
I don't think
get
she's
it.
chasing. Yeah.
Now he gonna be paying child support because
she knew what she was doing.
exactly.
Come on.
Like
she
I don't
knew
like
exactly
you
what
could
she
have
was
got you
doing.
a grown man.
Yeah.
She knew
You
what
could
she
have got
doing.
you a grown man.
And there's a blueprint. There's more of them that we
Not
can talk
somebody
about.
straight out of college or high school, like
Listen.
She's
he
selling love.
still
She's
looking for his
selling
mama to
love.
probably watch
She's
her
selling
show.
love.
She wanted somebody like a pool
She's
table,
selling
green and
love.
square.
She's
Okay,
selling love,
she
y'all.
wanted homeboy like a pool table. That's exactly what it was.
And like you said, she still wanted to be a basketball
That's
wife.
what I'm
yes.
saying.
Oh, that's. I'm sorry.
And who was gonna take her?
She's
I mean,
no,
she might
no,
have been
no.
bad.
No, I'm
She's
saying who
still
was already in the
beautiful.
game.
Let me take
Who
that
was
back.
already, if she wanted to be another basketball wife,
Been with, though.
Those
if she
DMs
already
are
wanted to
still
be a
flooded.
basketball wife,
Around.
right? But if
Those-
she was already a basketball wife, who
know
that
Dean
was
knows. She was a
older?
basketball-
Don't know. I don't know.
I said Dean knows.
Oh, I'm like, I don't know.
No, her second kid is by a basketball player. I mean, by an athlete. So Drea specifically, she had a baby when she was young, and then she had a baby with Orlando Skandrick. He used to play for
That's the
the
last one,
Cowboys,
right?
the Dallas Cowboys. And then she has
Wait,
one
now
with
she has three?
she has another baby with
old.
with a basketball player who plays for the Houston Rockets, and he's 22.
Her
so
son-
to me, but the oldest one, so that to me is you're obsessed with celebrity. Because you, like I said, we can find people with money every day that just don't, if that's what your goal is, it's money.
Right.
There's regular men with money. And her DMs are pretty flooded.
Yeah.
She's a gorgeous
She's
woman.
beautiful still.
So she's getting attention. She's getting all that in her DMs. She was intentional, to your point, with finding someone who's young.
And that's what she's used to.
You know what I mean? Like,
Not
it
the age, but just the industry.
Okay.
Listen,
And
I
then-
have my own
This little young thing tried to talk to me today. I was like, boy, I was like, I will break you, okay? He was like, oh, I was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 26. I said, boy, get out of here. I was like, I could probably be your mama. He was like, but you're not my mama.
Oh,
They like them old. They
Child.
like them older. They like them older.
Hold on, wait, take that back. She said
They like them old. I changed it. I said older. I did. Hey, I'm 40.
It's MILFs.
I'm up there. They like them older now.
Did you guys see that the age range, like
looking
who's
for
an
their mamas.
auntie or a cougar or all those things?
What are
I
we?
didn't agree. I think we're all like
We're aunties.
over 35. You're an auntie
Yeah.
or something like that.
So when does the Kruger start?
I think it's like I don't know.
Older than that?
No,
Okay.
aunties were until 35. 35 and older were cougars.
Okay.
And I was like,
Yo, seriously,
with all that
when I
auntie
first started dating my guy, his mother was like, yo, who's that cougar you dating? I said, oh, you see that gray hair? That's older than me.
How? Okay. Yeah. Oh,
She's older than me.
she saw the hair.
saw the hair.
I'm
I was
done.
like,
Ooh.
I can't.
That was.
I don't care what you call me, though. That doesn't bother me.
It don't bother me either.
So I went to
But that was funny.
That
I went
was.
to like my niece's birthday party and she turned 28. And so like when the girls started coming in that was younger, we were all sitting, in a certain area in the crib and she was like, oh, this the auntie section. And I was looking around and I was like, well, the aunties are better than the 22-year-olds.
Listen.
So I'm just saying,
Listen.
because I can't push none of you bitches in the pool when you're coming up to saying, I'm sorry, I love all y'all. But I'm just saying.
So listen, I was walking to the park the other day and I walked through the basketball court and the little young boys was like, y'all stop swearing. That's someone's mother. And I was like, I was like, damn, I don't even got no kids with me. Hold up. And I was like, me? He was like, well, sorry, ma'am. I'm like,
that's
all right.
Not
The man
the ma'am.
The man
I be like,
kills me.
I
The
love
man.
being a man.
They was cussing. They was cussing real bad.
Call me ma'am.
Listen,
Don't
they was
call me
cussing.
Call me ma'am.
It was nice, but it was like, oh
wait,
my God.
unless you're from the South, because that's disrespectful. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But like, what I'm saying is, it's funny when you hear it. Like, you can just giggle.
I giggled.
Because my
I
daughter,
did.
my high school, not my high schooler, my college girl. Happy birthday, Layla. Tomorrow's my baby's birthday.
Happy birthday, Layla.
Her boyfriend, he be like, yes, ma'am.
He better.
He
He
better.
better.
He better.
He from down there.
Yeah.
He be like, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was like, just roast.
And that's what you get from it. So when they said,
So
man,
that,
I was like,
I love
oh.
that.
And then, you don't catch it when, you see these kids be out here disrespectful.
Yeah, so that's why it doesn't offend me.
Yeah, so when he said that, he was like, someone's
running
mother stopped
rampant
swearing.
through
I was
Beverly.
like, they kept swearing, but it was okay.
I mean,
It was
if a man
nice.
calls you ma'am, it's cool. But if you got a grown ass man like yes ma'am, it's like, like cool.
Your mama?
You passing me my Starbucks, like have a great day, ma'am.
I'd be like, you too,
what
sir.
happened to miss?
You too, sir. You too, sir.
No, for real. I be
You too,
feeling some
sir.
type of way. Maybe not y'all, but I be feeling some type of way because I be thinking I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? And they be like,
And you
have
are.
a good day, ma'am. I'm
Yep.
like,
You too, sir. 14. You too, sir.
they be 42 talking about some damn ma'am.
You too, sir.
Oh, it is.
It is. It is.
Actually
It
cooled
is.
down some, but
Woo. That was nice.
high tower.
Yep.
What word is
Tickety, tickety, top.
We good?
Tickety.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
We had a
We
good
done
time.
laughed so much. One second.
Wait.
One
Y'all
second.
know we done had an episode about dating.
Yes, we
One
had.
second.
Anybody gone on any good dates lately?
Yes, indeed.
I'm the only one who's single. So.
We can go on dates.
I thought you were like putting. I'm starting to sweat my back.
I did. I tried because I know I be wanting to be.
Listen.
I be wanting to hear these dates. Not yours,
yeah,
but just
yeah.
people that's dating. I want to be. I want to hear some. Because I'm doing dates in the house.
I went on I didn't go on a
Which
real
I'm not.
date,
dates in the
I'm
house.
not. I be doing dates in the house.
Dates in the house?
Yes.
Save money. What?
Dates in the house is all right.
No, they're nice.
What's happening outside?
Oh, I went on a really cool date. I'm really, if you know me, I'm really into perfume, and that's my thing. And so I went on a date where we did fragrance. And I was able to make my own perfume, and then I tried Indian food, which I've never done before, and that was probably the best date I've ever had.
Newberry Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
We
really
need to
cool.
go on
Me and my girl went to that,
quadruple date type.
Yeah,
That'd be
do it.
dope.
That'd be nice.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah,
Oh, we
let's
could
set
do a five. I don't know what.
There's 6 of us. The
I
7
don't know
of
what
us
that
here.
word means.
Yeah, me neither. What is that?
We can't leave out. That's
We
Ramani.
can't leave our high tower either.
Listen, we can go on some date. We can go on a group date.
Yes.
I mean, everybody got their person, so.
I think if we go,
Yeah.
we should do something fun.
We could go
Like
chill in
make
the
it
seaport.
competitive. I'm not the best You know.
You don't want to play. No, don't play any games with me.
I'm a good time.
Ooh.
Paintballing.
I'm not fun.
Paintball.
I'm not fun.
painful.
I'm
What?
not.
You ain't supposed to get shot?
You supposed to duck.
Yeah.
Listen.
I don't know if my.
Can I just tell you guys?
these knees
I'm
can.
You
not
ain't supposed to
fun.
get hit.
These knees only work real good. What are you talking about?
Don't do competitive things with me. I'm the worst loser, and I'm really I like
She
to.
flips
I
the
like
board
to
during
beat
Monopoly.
You can be on my team.
Okay, all right.
I don't care about losing. Because
I love to win.
Okay, so you're competitive.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
You're too competitive.
I'm overly
A game
competitive.
I can't
We
be on
should
your
do a
team.
game
Because I'd be
night.
like, so, and what?
We should start off with a game night.
Well,
So it's not. So at least your partner would be your. You know,
Your space
everybody-
partner?
Right. No, not
but
like
that could turn into a
No, I'm
fight.
just saying, your space partner.
Oh yeah.
Spades partner could turn
I
into
ain't
a
played
fight.
spades in a long time.
Yeah, it could.
but,
A
you
big
know.
fight. Instead of like, you're never going to be my partner again.
Don't
put up
you
so
bring
high
big
too
time,
early.
some fun.
Yes, need to be outside.
Oh, bowling.
I like bowling. Though.
I do too.
Bowling's man.
I just don't know how to bowl, so
What?
whatever.
So what?
They have those little things that you can
Well,
put.
I know how
Women?
to bowl, but I'm not the best at it.
Okay, so men
Men
versus
They have that
women,
little
we can
thing
do that.
that you
Paintball,
can
like I
put the
said.
ball and just and it
Paintball?
rolls down on
I
its
saw
own.
that thing.
I've used
That's
it.
cute.
Does it work? Can we get a vote? Can we get a poll going? What should we do as a group
Paintball.
date?
Yeah.
What should we do?
Drop it in the
Give us some
comments.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments.
Drop it in
Exactly.
the comments what we should do for a
group
group
date.
outing of all the couples come together so we can have a good time,
Yeah. Yes.
socialize.
Yeah, it's
You
about
know,
to be
have
summer
some
in
fun.
Boston. This is like the prime time. I don't always love sleepwear because I feel like we need to just
That's true.
we need to
I
find
like
things that where there's black and brown people and support those businesses first.
That's right.
Like find some outdoor seating or something like that for the food part. We can
Yes.
go down there for everything else because we
Yep.
know that we don't. I don't know anybody who owns a bowling alley.
Right.
But at least we can get food in the hood because I feel like I love our own neighborhood. And that's where I want my money to go.
Yes. But speaking about dating, if you're not dating and you're looking to date, okay?
Look at the
If
segue.
you're not dating and looking to date, and we definitely need male.
Come on, guys.
Okay, come
Stop
on.
being
Come
scared.
on.
I have some
Y'all know
beautiful
y'all wanna
women
date.
lined up that are intentional and want something good and substantial in
Where
their
at?
life. Oh, the Heart Boxing Podcast, you know,
Ah.
which is about to start season 3. Me and my guy
Yes.
Payne. So please hit us up, even if you want to sponsor. We have dope sponsors, so if you want to be a part of that, check us out. But we're ticking for time.
We are.
So I just want to run through the Sparring Minds season finale this Friday. Okay, the network. Okay, Femme Freqs wouldn't even be here if we wasn't even
Yes.
if we wasn't under the Sparring Minds network. So this
Yes.
is just
The network.
this is the network. So check them out, please. 7:30 Friday. Check out the fellas, Hightower,
YouTube.
Gretzky. You said YouTube?
So check them out on YouTube. Yes.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
They're live. Maine, Chuck, Sammy. So check them out. And then Father's Day brunch, June 15th. Location to be determined. And June 5th. June 5th. Good. Because I was about to say June 15th is Mavy's birthday, and I'm taking over your house, so you can't do it
We need
there.
to celebrate all the amazing dads.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're not an amazing dad, get right.
Boom. Talk about it.
We'll come back on social to talk about when we're coming back.
Right.
Yes.
Talk to us about things you want to
We'll
hear.
definitely be active.
Continue to follow the frequency.
Yes.
Please,
We
because
will
you
be
can always
active.
catch us live
Yeah, we might even just
on YouTube.
Pop it.
We might even go live and
we
just,
might
you know,
just
say
pop
what's
out
up,
somewhere.
you know?
Y'all don't even know.
That too.
We might just pop out.
We may
Yeah.
have to pull up
Just
picture.
pull out.
But
With a
let's
drink.
just shout out everybody
Or a drink.
that helped this happen. You know,
Yes.
big shout out, big shout out to Hightower.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Shout out
cheers
to
to
you.
you.
Good height.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Ezra and Javi.
Yes,
You
thank
know what I
you.
mean? Because we couldn't do that either without them. Ryan, our photographer.
Spark
Again,
FM.
back
Spark
to Spark.
FM.
Yep, Spark
Ryan.
FM.
Shout out to Hot Sauce. Thank you.
Shout out
Yes.
to Hot Sauce. Thank you so much for letting
Yes.
us use your beautiful space.
Yes.
And
we love it.
all our viewers, subscribers, keep tuning in.
Yeah,
because the
definitely.
frequency is like
It's
dope.
gonna keep
in
going
real life.
In real life.
Tell a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow, share, like, share,
And-
follow.
All the things.
Follow. You know,
Yes.
like, share, follow, subscribe. You know,
On what
on
platforms?
on
All
YouTube
of the
first of all.
YouTube first,
First of
yeah.
all, YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Listen,
Spotify.
We're on
Amazon.
Spotify, Amazon,
Amazon,
wherever
all
you
of it.
what?
If you can't watch us, you can at least listen.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Because
That's
then when you
right.
hear our voices, then you're going to want to see. So go do that.
Because we cute too.
In real life.
And you might get some action. Well, it's staying up now. But I'm just saying.
Femme Freqs.
Femme Freqs.
You never know. You never know what's going to happen. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm going to give a disclaimer every time. You can judge me if you want, but I really don't care. I mean, it's just going to come out how it comes out.
That's
It
how
is
it's
what it
supposed
is.
to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
You're going to love me or hate me, but you're going to love me. You're going to
There
love
we go.
her. You're going to love her. You're going to love her.
You ain't got no
We're
choice
dope.
in real life.
In real
Yes.
life.
Yes, and we
What
pop
she
it in
said.
real life.
Are we gonna still do Mondays?
Because what? That's our
we're
We're gonna do Mondays.
Because that's our ministry. Cheers to that's our
Yes.
ministry. Come on.
Ministry,
We done pivoted.
Yes.
Yo, I love you guys, and this has been dope. I can't wait till season 2. Thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight and just vibed out with us. It was dope.
Thank
us
you.
outside.
Yes.
Just outside,
Good
we
night.
will be dropping on
The
you.
Femme Frequency.
Yes.
Yes,
We gonna
follow
pull
the
up.
frequency.
So you know where we at. We gonna pull up. We gonna pull up.
No, they're gonna pull up to us.
We gonna pull up and they gonna pull up.
Okay, cool.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.